the decision to make the movie was really, okay, so if we expose sexual predators and educate the public as to the predatory tactics of these sexual predators, be it a Jeffrey Epstein or a Weinstein or somebody like a Keith Raniere, they use the same playbook. We would be less at risk. So the reason really for making the film was to educate people. You know, so that nobody would have to go through what my daughter went through.
Was there a particular scene that was harder for you to be involved in or watch?
Yeah, every scene that pertained to India in her interactions with Allison and Keith. Anybody involved with NXIVM. I actually sort of fast-forwarded because I've never even talked to India about her branding ceremony. As a mom, it's too painful. So those were parts of the film that were almost unwatchable for me.
What was India's reaction to you wanting to make this movie?
India wants to be the one to tell her own story. It's like, she's like, Mom, enough already. And I get that, and she is in the process of doing that. I think it's important as part of India's healing process, as part of her reclaiming her sense of autonomy, feeling empowered as a woman and not as a victim anymore. She's been bantered around and exposed so much in the press, largely at my hands, but it was the only recourse I had as far as getting her out. Right. And she, you know, it's tough to be in her situation. So I'm sure she would have rather I hadn't have made the film, but she also understands she doesn't want anyone else to go through what she went through.
Will she write a book, maybe? Okay.
Yes.
Great. How are you in India coping today? What is your process in healing? What do you guys, do you go to therapy and all of that?
Well, actually, in the beginning, so we started to communicate again. I think we had a mediation. We had a mediation at the end of July of last year, right when Claire Bronfman was getting arrested. It was the craziest timing, and for other defendants. And that was the beginning of us reconciling. And so it's been a process. But the love we have for each other is so strong that we kind of fell back in almost immediately. And I think the struggle for her is she wished I could have done it another way. And I don't know how else I could have done it. So it's like, I knew the life that she was living. Like she was better than that life. And I couldn't just let her live that life as a slave of Keith Raniere. It wasn't an option for me.
If you love that video, you're gonna love everything on the Access YouTube channel. So hit the subscribe button. You can thank me later. Hit it. Now.